Lights out, lying in your arms, and these feelings start to change. One...
No stars say you're beautiful. The stars are we're beautiful.
But anyway, so today's look, guys, I'm gonna keep saying but today's look, I don't think I want brows because I want to do something really cool. So I do not want my brows to actually show. Like, I barely have any, but the little that I have, I'm gonna try to hide it because we're not dealing with the brows today. So today, guys, I'm going to be using drugstore makeup. For most of the stuff that I'm going to be using today is going to be drugstore. So yeah, I might sneak some stuff that are not drugstore, but if I do, I will let you guys know. But yeah, so for most of the stuff at drugstore, and I just went to Walmart and I picked them up. So the first thing here that I'm going to apply is the Master Primer by Maybelline, and this is supposed to blur and smoothen the face on the screen. But anyway, guys, so how is life been for you guys? How you guys been? But anyway, so this year has been, so far, I mean, we are just in March, but it has been really amazing. I was just featured on Glamour magazine, one of the few people redefining beauty. It was so fun. So the magazine is out now, and I think you can pick it up at the stores, and it is the April issue magazine. Just went and applied the color corrector from the Maybelline Correct palette, and this is what it looks like. So I kind of don't like the coverage of the Maybelline corrector. I feel like it's not as orange as I want it to be, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take my LA Girl orange corrector and just use that. So have you guys heard the diss to Remy Ma that Nicki Minaj did? I know I heard people talking about it yesterday, and I kind of heard a little bit of it. I didn't hear everything. I think she came out with 3 songs. But to me, I was on my live, on my Instagram live, and I was talking about Nicki Minaj, and I was saying that if Nicki Minaj come back for Remy Ma, I think it's gonna be fired. I know she didn't respond as soon as possible, the way that people wanted her to, but I knew that if she did, oh my god, it's gonna be fired. Like, it's gonna be fired. But anyway, so for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Iman concealing foundation, and this is in the shade Earth 3, but I think it's a little too light for my skin tone, so I'm going to be mixing it with the CoverGirl Queen Collection foundation in True Ebony. But yeah, so I was talking about that. I haven't heard the diss, but I saw a lot of people talking about that the song is the diss is really good, like she really came for her. So maybe today I will listen to everything, even though I really don't care, like but the funny thing is that when Remy Ma came out with the diss to Nicki Minaj, every single person was on Remy Ma's side. Like, you know, a lot of people were like, yeah, Remy Ma and everything, you know, they were applauding her. But then when she came out with the second one, I tell you, social media is so messed up. When she came with the second one, people just switched up on her. Like, everyone's like, girl, you're trying too hard. And I was like, oh my god. You guys were like the same people that was praising her for doing this, and now she comes out with the second one and everyone was like just dissing her. I thought it was funny. I was like, oh my god. That's just so terrible. Social media can turn on you in a second. Guys, I am so scared to touch my ear right here because my cousin actually burned me with a flat iron. when she was straightening my hair. And I didn't even realize that I was burnt. Like, I mean, I knew, I felt it, but I thought it was just the heat until like 2 days later. Somehow I was just touching my ear. I was like, why does it feel like this? Like, you know, and I'm trying to remember why I have this scar on my ear. And I was like, wait, was I dreaming and the demons like bit my ear or something? I swear to God, I'm extra. That was literally what I was thinking. I totally forgot that my cousin accidentally burned my ears with the flat iron. So I'm gonna go back into the palette and take this shade right here to highlight. But anyway, so today, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this chit chat is because of comments that I get on my posts, like on my Instagram posts, or even sometimes my YouTube videos and stuff. You know, people talking about, oh, I'm being deceitful, I'm trying to catfish guys and all of that. And even guys like come on my page, you know, either a makeup that I did on somebody or on myself, and they commenting like, oh, this is catfishing, you should take her swimming. And so, you know what, I'm dedicating this video to all of those fuckboys that don't understand art, and to anyone that's just really close-minded to makeup artists and the art of makeup. You know, I'm just like, why does it have to be something that is deceitful? Like, you can't wear makeup. Like, we basically only, okay, I spend all this money buying makeup, I spend all this time practicing the art of makeup and creating the stuff, and you're telling me I'm literally wasting my time just so that I can get your number, just so that I can get your attention? Like, I don't get it. It's like saying that a person that plays sport, a guy that plays sport, that enjoys playing sport, it's just playing sport just so that they can get girls' number. Like, that's literally what you sound like. And I know it sounds stupid, and that's exactly what I mean. Like, it's what you're saying is really stupid. You know what is deceitful? Your pocket, okay? These guys are on Instagram showing all this change, showing all this money that they got, but when it comes to taking a girl out, you don't even got $12. You don't have $12 to pay for a movie? Please. Now that right there is deception, okay? If you're talking about deception, that right there is deception. Stop going on Instagram and acting like you're balling, knowing damn well you ain't got money. You ain't got $50 in your pocket to go to the movies, okay? It only costs $12 at the most for movies, maybe $15, but... So to set my face, I'm going to be taking the Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in the shade Medium. And I'm just gonna apply it under my eyes. Actually, I'm gonna bake today. Okay guys, so I'm gonna get a little personal today because I just want to talk to you guys. It feels really good sometimes to just talk about stuff, because then you realize you're not by yourself. You know, it's sad to say that someone is going through the stuff that you're going through, but it also feels really good to know you're not alone, because then you don't feel that much of a like different or outcast, overcome that. So for me right now, I am celibate, okay? I don't even know what made me turn, or what made me decide to be celibate, but I just woke up one day. Well, I was this is so hard for me to talk about. But anyway, I had a very bad experience with someone, and I've been back and forth with them during high school. We didn't date in high school, but it was just somebody I was messing with, and no, we did not have sex in high school. And I felt like that was the reason why I was never like his girlfriend, because, you know, one minute he's like, oh, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, yada yada. But then the next minute I turn around he's in a relationship with someone else and it's not me. So I just kind of felt like, okay, well, maybe, you know, he's not in a relationship with me because I'm not agreeing to have sex with him, but we make out, like we kiss every now and then and stuff, but we were not dating. So I kind of get in my feelings when I'm just like, okay, well, you know, you were just messing with me and all of a sudden now you are in a relationship. And I wouldn't mess with him when he was in a relationship, but then after that, when he gets off, I'm over here again talking to him because he will come and you apologize, like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm my little dumb self in high school. I was definitely sort of kind of still insecure, and I felt like, I don't know, I just didn't feel good about myself. So I was letting people just kind of treat me anyhow. And I just sort of expected it, like I accepted it, you know, like, oh, it was okay. You know, so I never really said anything. I just kind of get in my feelings. I would stop talking to him and he would come back and, like, you know, apologize and sorry to this. But still didn't want to be in a relationship. You get it? Like, I'm like, okay, what is wrong with me? Maybe I'm ugly. Maybe I should just be the slight chick, even though I was never a slight chick because I never messed with him when he was in a relationship. I didn't know. Fast forward, we graduated in 2014, and we were not talking at that time. Like, I completely cut him off. I wasn't speaking to him, nothing. Like, we didn't have any communication. And then, you know, even in 2014, because I mean, we graduated, you know, everyone is just doing themselves, but he lives really close to me. But anyway, so I didn't see him in a long time, and I didn't talk to him in a long time. And this was the person I thought was like everything, you know? But anyway, so in 2015, in November, and I remember the dates and everything because that's how much I care about this person. That's how much I really like them, because I'm pretty bad at keeping dates and stuff that has happened and everything like that. But for some reason, I just never forgot this. But anyway, so in 2015, in November, you know, he contacted me, followed me on Instagram, and he contacted me and stuff, you know, he was apologizing. And it kind of seemed very sincere. It was, at least that's what I thought. He was like, I'm sorry how I treated you, you should have been the one. I really like you, I care for you, you know. And he was very good at, like, persuading and apologizing. Like, he just seems so sincere. He's like, I promise you it would never happen again. So of course, somehow he kind of dragged me back to, you know, the feelings for him that I had never went away. So him just apologizing kind of like made it so much, like, I don't know, I was just so much easier. Like, I was just like, okay, I forgive you, blah, blah, you know, we can work things out. It's like, okay, cool. So I still had that mindset, even though I never had sex with him, you know, and I felt like I had to do that to keep them around. And this is something, like, I would definitely encourage, like, I don't know, women, young girls, like, never ever feel that you have to compromise yourself. You have to give something away for someone to like you and to want to be with you. But at the time, I guess I didn't have anyone to really talk to about any of this stuff, or even if I talked to someone, I just wouldn't, what do you call it? I would still go and just do me, because I guess I just wanted to see for myself. So anyway, we decided one day that we were gonna hang out, and he came and pick me up. We were hanging out, And it was just the most funnest thing ever, you know. It felt so real. I was just so happy to be around him, and he was that person that I was myself when I was around him. Like, it was never like a fake, you know, like me trying to be like somebody. I was just myself, and that is why I always thought, like, you know what, maybe this is the person I'm meant to be with, because he just makes me feel like myself. Um, I don't know. I felt like myself every single time I'm around him. And we were hanging out in, what do you call it? In November a lot. You know, everything was cool. It didn't seem like he was like interested. Well, like his motive didn't seem like it was just, you know, about sex. So I was just like, well, this is cool, you know. Maybe this is actually going to work out. And I felt like, because me and him been going back and forward, you know, in high school, like we would stop talking and then we would talk again. I was like, maybe he is really my, you know, my forever, and stupid crap. Anyway, guys, so let me tell you guys what I'm using before I just keep doing this video. So I'm actually using this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow palette, eyeshadow quad. There's 4 eyeshadows in here, and I'm just taking this shade right here. And the first thing that I applied, the orange one, was actually a blush from NYX, and that is what I just kind of use as a transition, which you can't even see now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Midnight Blue, and I'm going to be applying it on the center of my lid. We just kind of started hanging out and everything was cool. He came over because he needed help with this project, this presentation that he needed to do for school. Because, you know, I was doing videos, YouTube videos at the time. So he was like, oh, can you help me like record with your camera and help me edit and stuff? You know, and he came over and we did that. Everything was cool. Nothing happened. And we talk every day, you know. So I'm just like, oh my god, you know, he's actually coming around, and he hasn't, like, you know, tried anything or asked for, you know, anything of me. So, but then, you know, at the same time, I was still thinking like, well, maybe I'll just need to have something for him, you know, so I can actually really cute him, and, you know, so we could be dating. I don't know why I was so desperate to like be in a relationship with this person. Anyway, so time kind of went by, and one day, it wasn't planned or anything like that. One day we were together and things happened. I'm gonna start saying we had sex. Why was that so hard for me to say? But anyway, so that happened. Still, everything was cool. Like, so that happened, but nothing really changed. You know, we were still good, and he was still around, and we would talk every day. You know, he would text me every morning to see how I was doing. Oh crap, I messed up. Wait guys, I can't talk into this part. Any problem, but then I got pregnant, scared. I didn't get pregnant, but I thought I was pregnant because I didn't see my period for like 2 months, okay? For 2 months, and I got really scared. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do, you know? But so I decided to take the test. Took the test. You know, I wasn't. Thank God. I wasn't. I mean, every single time my period does this, if I I don't have a normal period, so it does this some of the times. But I don't know, for some reason I always just kind of like, oh my god, you know. So, but anyway, this might have been my fault. I don't know, but I'm kind of glad that I actually did it. So basically, we were texting, everything was good, and I sent him. He was like, "Did you take the test?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, what does it say?" And I was like, I'm pregnant." Um, and that's why I say I don't know if it's my fault. I should probably have never said that. I shouldn't play with someone like that, it's a serious thing. But I wanted to see what his reaction was going to be, because, he's over here telling me, you care about me, you love me, da da da, and you want to have kids with me, yada 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 yada, you know? So I was like, okay, well, let me see how it would be if I tell him that I'm actually pregnant. So of course I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And guess what, guys? Guess what? And I was just waiting, like, I was just gonna say that, and I wanted to hear what he's going to say, and then I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm just kidding, like, oh, it's just a joke. I was just playing. But guess what, guys? I did not hear from this boy since then. Like, I didn't hear anything from him, and I'm just like, are you okay? I knew he was at work, so I just kind of gave it the benefit of the doubt, like, okay, he's at work, he didn't see it. But even when he was at work, he always like text me and stuff. But I was like, oh, maybe he's at work. He just went back to, he was on break and he went back to work. I gave him that benefit of the doubt. Next day come around, I didn't hear anything from him. I'm just like, are you kidding me? And then I tried texting his phone, and it wouldn't go through. So he basically blocked me, and I was like, what? So I go on Instagram to just kind of see, like, what's going on. Like, did you block my number? I was gonna ask him, like, did you get my text? What's going on? And then, guys, I found out that he also blocked me on Instagram. Like, I was like, oh my god, you guys don't even understand, like, how hurt I felt. I was just I was in disbelief, like, oh my god, this is actually happening. Like, blocked my number, blocked me on Instagram because he believed I'm pregnant. And I was like, I was kind of glad that I actually said that, because now I actually seen his true color. So if I was to be really pregnant, that is exactly how he was going to treat me. This is exactly how his reaction is going to be, and this is what he's going to do. So I don't know. I don't even feel bad that I did that at all. I was just like, okay. And I'm like, thank God. Thank God this is not the first thing I'm pregnant by. I'm not pregnant. I wasn't pregnant, but thank God I'm actually not pregnant by this person. You understand? But anyway, so never heard from him, nothing, and I just didn't even try to get in contact with him. I was just done. Had my days, I was just kind of like crying. I was like, I can't believe this. And it's more so that all these years when we were back in high school, you've been trying to like get me to do this thing with you, and I didn't. I held it up for 4 years, high school straight, And finally, when I do decide, I was just like, I trusted you, and I decided to give myself to you, and this is what you do. This is how you repay me back. I was disappointed in myself. I was disgusted. I was just like, I can't believe this. Like, I was just so hurt and done with everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face, and I'm using the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And this is actually a primer, a corrector, and a setting, and it lasts, supposedly it lasts 16 hours. My face is soaked and it kind of looks decent now. And now we're gonna go ahead and apply our highlighter. And yes, I have this highlighter from Milani, and this is the Strawberry Light highlighter. It's so freaking pretty. Look at this, guys. This is so nice. And this is a drugstore, like literally from Walmart. Let me swatch this. This highlighter is from Walmart. So I'm going to be taking the 3 liquid liner from NYX, this color, and then I'm taking the Milani liquid liner, the blue one. And I'm just going to be creating some dots around my eyes, and I'll be doing it in different sizes because I feel like that's going to make it look really cool. So let's just get this. I'm going to shake it and let's get started. I'm going to start. Lip liner from Black Opal, and this is in the shade French Toast. I'm gonna go ahead and take this Maybelline lipstick in Coffee Edition and apply it on my lips. After everything that happened with this person, you know, I said, I cried, I got over it, and I was just like, huge lesson has been learned. I would never lower myself to that standard to feel like I have to give something to get love. You get it? Like, I'm just so over it. So that happened, and I was just so over it. I prayed about it, and I felt like God has forgiven me. So that's why I decided to be celibate. So since last year, I mean, since 2015, November 2015, that was like my last time of ever having sex. And now we are in 2017. And honestly, I don't know, I haven't been getting any like temptation to do anything. It's just been great, and I'm definitely okay with where I am and me being celibate and stuff like that. But yeah, so after all of that happened, my video going viral and me being on television and all of that, I get a message me on Facebook, and he was like, oh, I see what you're doing amazing, or some crap like that. And in my head I was like, yo, this boy had the audacity, like, you have the audacity to actually message me and say that, oh, I see how you're doing really great. And honestly, guys, I wanted to go off on him. I wanted to go off so bad, but I was just like, I literally just said 2 words. You ain't, actually it's 3 words. You ain't shit. That's it. And then he was like, yes, I know. And that was it. I never talked to him, and I blocked him off of my Facebook. I was just like, I can't. That happened. I feel like I got a little personal, but you know what? It is what it is. Shit happens. Life goes on. So I'm not mad. I'm cool. I'm okay. I mean, look at me. I'm okay now. I'm good. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you guys want me to do more chit chat, I have a lot of stuff that has been going on that had happened to me that I don't know, at some point in my life, I thought I was just cursed. I just had cursed, and I felt like YouTube has totally changed my life. I don't know. It just kind of gave me a purpose. You guys telling me my story inspired you, and just being inspired and encouraging me every day has absolutely just kind of changed my life. And I have to say, I am becoming a better person every single day. It's not easy, but yeah, I've been in dark place, but now I'm definitely doing so much better than I was ever doing before. So yeah, and um, we're gonna have more conversation like this. If you have anything to like tell me, any advice that you have, or if me being open, kind of helped you in any way, just leave a comment down below. But yeah, and in another note, if you guys like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.
Feelings start to change.